Good morning, friends. Today I am telling you the topic of cancellation of the licenses of the fair pay shops. There are many such instances during the year 2019 when the new government has taken charge. Of course, all of you are aware that everything should be done as per law. Illegally, you can't do anything. So, one such case is the case of K. Madhusudan Naidu versus State of AP, represented by the Secretary, Consumer Affairs, Food and Civil Supplies, that is the CSI Department, AP, Amaravati. And you can see this case in actually it was decided in WP number 7874 by 2020 on 21/5/2020, and you can see this case in ALT Andhra Law Times 2020 within brackets 4th volume and page number 37. If you go through that, definitely you will get the case law. Now the case law emphasizes on 2 points. One is inquiry and second is a reasoned decision. Order should be reasoned. So before cancellation or suspending any license or whatever it is, there should be some inquiry, and the second one is the reasoned decision. Reason is the clarity, or she has very clearly stated, reason is the clarity to an order, and without the same it becomes lifeless. Justice K. Vijayalakshmi, she has emphasized on this. Now let's go into the details of the incident. Right, the plaintiff, Mr. Madhusudan Naidu, he was appointed as a fair pay shop dealer in the year 2013 in a village called Krishnapadu of Anantapur, some mandal in Anantapur. Right. So on 3/12/2019. So from 2013 to 2019, he was taking care of the so-called fair pay shop. He was distributing the public distribution system material like rice, kerosene, sugar and wheat, all these things to the customers. Now, now on 3/12/2019, the Deputy Tahsildar along with the vigilance and enforcement officials, he surprised the shop of fair pay shop of the petitioner and found certain lapses. So the variations are: number one, there is a shortage of 193.19 kgs of rice and 8.1 kgs of sugar, and also 0.64, almost half kg of the red gram, tur dal or red gram dal. So these are the shortages. Of course, he could not explain properly for the shortage, and a panchanama was drafted on the spot and 6-year report was submitted. You may be knowing, according to the Essential Commodities Act, ECAct, the 6-year report will be submitted to the joint collector, who is the collector for civil supplies. For civil supplies, normally collector will not look into, joint collector will be definitely designated for the same. So the matter came under 6A before the joint collector, and basing on the report, he has framed 3 charges against the fair pay shop owner, against the petitioner. Right? What are they? Number one, regarding the variation, there is a variation of some 191 dot repeat. For this, the explanation given by the plaintiff is that he was on leave prior to November 2019, and after his taking charge, somebody was maintaining the fair pay shop, and later in 2019 November he took charge, but his predecessor did not hand over the buffer stock of about 458 kgs of rice and some this thing etc. 458 kgs of rice and 33 kgs of sugar. Right, this is the one charge. For this, I will tell you, the explanation by the plaintiff is that he has not given, but this was not taken into consideration by the collector, stating that suppose if 458 kgs were not handed over, the difference would have been gone to 265 kgs. And also regarding the sugar, the difference instead of 8.1, it should have gone to 25.9. So it is not correct that the predecessor did not hand over the rice and sugar to him. So the charge is proved. The second charge is that with the rice so-called procured 193 or 200 kg of rice, and of course it has been right from the beginning itself. The petitioner is diverting the rice to the black market and indulging in clandestine business for his pecuniary benefit. So it is a violation of clause 25D of the APS TPST, AP State Targeted Public Distribution Supply Public Distribution System Control Order. So APS TD PDS Control System Order. Anyway, so the petitioner says no, it is not correct, it is only your guesswork. Of course, even though he alleged that the collector held the charge as proved, right? Third one is that the fire pay shop is being run in some other address, not in the same address. So for this, the vigilance people or the Panchanama was written on the new place, but the petitioner did not agree, and he said he is running from the same shop, but the deputy Tahsildar having grounds against him, or since being afraid of the V&D officials, he has noted like that. Of course, Panchanama is only available record to say that it was drafted there and it has issued by Panchayats. Now, so since all these three allegations are proved by the collector, so the license was suspended, right? So now here we have to see the High Court's observation. Actually, the collector is competent under clause 8, subclause 4 of the so-called AP State Targeted Public Distribution System Control Order 2018. The appointing authority may at any time suspend or cancellation the authorization in public interest. Number 1, suo motu or in a complaint. So, but after making such inquiry and for reasons to be recorded, please remember in this in writing. So he can suspend, he can cancel only when after making such inquiry. Inquiry is more important, and reasons to be recorded in writing. These things were missing in this case, High Court. So these two are the mandatory conditions. Inquiry. So inquiry means it is nothing but, according to dictionary, explore, examine, inquire, delve deep into. So all these things should be done. So normally the court has previous experience. It stated that nowadays the officials they are not conducting inquiry, and simply they are depending on the reports of the deputy Tahsildars and they are resting the entire decision basing on the reports only. Of course, here the petitioner's advocate stated that the suspension was basing on the 6-year report, but it was not correct. Basing on the report of the deputy collector it was done, right? Anyway, so the term inquiry, so it is not clear. It is not clear as to whether inquiry has been conducted or not, because no witness was examined. Even it is a primary duty of the authority to examine the temporary dealer who was allegedly not handed over the so-called rice to him. He was not examined. As regards the place of shifting of the place, it is very clear. Of course, only the Panchanama is there. None of the mediators have been examined. Their statements were not recorded. So the matter was not inquired into properly. Simply basing on the report, the collector has cancelled. So then the point is reasoned decision. For coming to the reasons in writing, he has to write something. I have inquired into the matter, I have inquired. So he did not conduct inquiry, therefore he could not give a reasoned decision. Of course, the GP on behalf of the Secretary of State, he states that this man, the fair pay shop owner, has got alternative remedy of approaching the collector in the manner of appeal under section 24 of the same orders. Of course, there is no point in going to the collector because he has already held the charges as proved, and therefore what he has done is, so definitely it is right for him to come to the court under Article 226 of the Constitution. Anyway, so since inquiry was not done and reasoned decision was not given, the matter was remanded back to the the collector to conduct an inquiry afresh and take necessary action. Till such time, the petitioner can enjoy the fair pay shop, selling the items from the fair pay shop. So this is a good decision. Please remember two words: reasoned decision and inquiry. Unless they are done, the court will not agree. Right? Thank you.